Hey, what's up guys? This is Riese Kills, and today we got a full-on guide and tutorial on the main Easter egg quest for the custom zombie Black Ops 3 map, Riese. This is a remaster of the map, of course, Riese, the original, and also the giant from Black Ops 3 Zombies. If you don't mind hitting that subscribe button, about 98% of the people who view my videos right now are currently not subscribed, and it would really help out if you would hit that subscribe button. Let's dive in. There is a 4 perk limit on this map. The suggested perk loadout I would suggest would be Jug, Quick Revive, Speed Cola, and PhD. I suggest keeping the Mustangs and Sallies as it is very useful for many steps in the Easter egg, including the boss fight. Just keep in mind, after an Easter egg step, doing the lockdowns, you will get Perkaholic later on. First, you must turn on power from the map, and just like in the Giant, the power lever is right here, located next to the middle teleporter. Next, you're going to want to interact with 3 teleporters around the map, and by doing so, you're going to need to go to spawn once you interact with one of them, and you'll be on a timer at this point, so just make sure you go as fast as you can and interact with the middle circle that's located here at spawn. Once interacted with, a power-up will spawn. Could be double points, could be a max ammo. You can go ahead and wait for it, you can grab it on the way back. Next teleporter is going to be on the right side of the map, and it's going to be upstairs. Same thing here, interact with it and head back to spawn. Interact with the middle circle, and 2 of 3 is done. Head to the last generator on the left side of the map. Once there, go ahead and interact with it and head back to spawn. Once there, interact with the circle for one last time, and this will open up Pack-a-Punch. Next, you're going to want to build the Ragnaroks, and how to do that is you're going to need to grab 2 of 3 parts. That's going to have 3 possible spawn locations per part for the first 2 parts, and then you're going to get the last part during the Easter egg step. For the green part, the first spawn location, if you make your way to this door, and then look in the sink, it will be right here. For the second spawn location, instead of the sink, make your way to this desk and it will be located right here. Third and final locations, if you make your way, make a left here and it will be on the floor located right here. For the spike, you want to make your way to the other section of the map, and next to this window, laying on top of this rubble, it will be right here. For the second spawn location, make your way upstairs, and this time it's going to be laying right here on top of these sandbags. Third and final spawn location is if you make your way left when you went to the door, and it'll be laying on the ground right next to these pillars. Now that we got the first 2 Ragnarok parts out of the way, the third part will come later during the Easter egg step. You're going to want to Pack-a-Punch a weapon. Just like in the Giant, you need to start the fly trap Easter egg by shooting this pillar outside the map. Next, you have to find 3 items around the map. First item will spawn in this cage, which is right next to the 3rd teleporter. You can go ahead and shoot that. That's the closest one to the pillar. Next, head into spawn and you'll notice one hanging right here, right above spawn. And last and final one, head into the furnace, which is located right here, and you're going to want to shoot the monkey bomb. You're going to hear an Easter egg sound, signifying this step is completed. Next, you're going to want to hit 4 buttons around the map, starting with the one here in Quick Revive. Then make your way to this door right next to spawn and next to meal kick, and there's going to be a button right here. Next, head upstairs, and there's going to be a button right by the 2nd teleporter, be located on the wall right here. Last and final button, make your way to the last teleporter, and right next to the sink, there's going to be a button located right here. You're going to hear an Easter egg sound signifying all 4 buttons were hit. Next, go upstairs on top of meal kick next to the teleporter. You want to turn these valves, and you want to turn them until you notice that the water is bubbling. And there's 4 valves in total that you have to turn. As you can see, the valve or the water started bubbling for that pipe. And now I'm turning the next valve until it bubbles. Same thing here. Once it starts bubbling, you can move on to the next two valves. Just kind of be careful when you do this because obviously the zombies could get in your way. But as you can see, the second one is bubbling and I'm going to start turning the next valve. Got the third one bubbling. Now I'm turning the fourth and final one. And once this one is finished, you're going to notice a button will be able to be interacted with right next to the teleporter. But as you can see, it started to bubble. I heard the little noise next to the teleporter, and now I can interact with the red button. Interact with it is you're going to go inside the teleporter and you're going to grab a part. Now this part is for the Wonderwaff that was in Tagged or Totem, the Sniper Wonderwaff. You're not going to need this for the Easter egg. It's not even useful in the boss fight, but go ahead and grab it because you need to grab it to finish this step. After grabbing that part, you'll be teleported back to spawn. And this is the part or the point where you can actually grab the Ragnarok piece. And this is the last one so you can build the Ragnaroks. Once you have all three parts, make your way upstairs. And right next to the building table right here, you can build the Ragnaroks. Next, head to the teleporter right side of Pack-a-Punch. Once here, you gotta shoot these few boxes in this order, starting with this one, then this one, and then this one. This will open up the teleporter. Go ahead and hop into the teleporter after interacting with the button, and you need to grab a part. The part is gonna be right here in this cabinet. Again, this part is from the Waff from Tagged or Totem, which you don't need to build, and you don't need it for this Easter egg. Next, you're going to want to get the normal Wonderwaff from the box to complete the next step. After getting the Waff, go ahead and head into the middle teleporter and shoot these orbs. Starting with that one, then this one, then this one, and then the last one with this one. It's basically a crisscross pattern, and then what you need to do is you need to shoot it directly in the middle. Shooting it in the middle will open up several lockdowns. But before interacting with this, you have to be completely set up. Now that you're fully set up, go ahead and make your way to the button, and this is going to start a pretty long lockdown sequence. So this is the reason why I wanted you to be boss fight ready for this. But once you teleport, you're going to get a little cutscene. I won't spoil it for you. After a while, a crystal will spawn in this fireplace. Just make sure to grab it so you can start the cutscene sequence. Once teleported back to spawn, you'll notice the crystal is here with you now. You just have to interact with this to start the lockdown. And basically what you need to do is follow the crystal wherever it goes. And you're going to need to do this 3 times. Mustangs and Sally, like I said, really helps out here. And just follow the crystal as it goes through a path throughout the map. Follow it until it reaches the fireplace, at which point it will stop and turn into a soul box. This takes quite a bit of souls, but once finished, you'll notice that the crystal will turn blue again, and you will need to follow it. Once enough souls have been collected, you'll notice that the crystal will turn blue, and the doors will open up. Just go ahead and follow the crystal. It does move quite slowly, so just kind of be careful, but use your terrain and kind of train them around. Save as much ammo as you can, but once the crystal does make its way to its destination, it will turn into another soul box. Be a little bit careful in this spot. Sometimes if you use the Wonderwaff shot goes through the floor and could get you killed. So just be very careful and pull out your Mustangs and Sallys if needed. Once enough souls have been collected, you'll notice that a cutscene will start. But after the cutscene, follow the crystal and it will make its way through the bottom path here to the teleporter. Once in the teleporter, you'll be able to interact with it and it will teleport you back to spawn, or you would need to do the same process for the other 2 teleporters. Follow the crystal and it will stop and turn into a soul box. Once enough souls have been collected, the crystal will turn blue and move on. Before moving on, you'll get a new cutscene for every lockdown section, giving you more story. Once the cutscene's over, go ahead and go back to the crystal and follow it until it stops and becomes a soul box again. Collect souls. Once enough souls have been collected, you'll get another cutscene, and after the cutscene, follow the crystal. Don't forget to pick your Ragnaroks up if you ever do use it for a lockdown. Continue following the crystal. Once here, it will turn into a soul box where you need to collect souls once again. After enough souls have been collected, you will get another cutscene. After the cutscene, the crystal will go into the teleporter, which you can take, and it will take you back to spawn, and you will just need to follow the crystal to the last teleporter. You will get a full power and a max ammo every time you teleport back to spawn. Once again, once it gets to its destination, it will turn into a soul box. Once complete, no cutscene on this one, just follow the blue crystal when it turns blue. Follow it until it turns into our last soul box location, and after this, you would get your last cutscene. Once enough souls has been collecting, the cutscene will start. After the cutscene, continue following the crystal. The crystal will head up to the catwalk. Once it reaches the end here, it will turn into the last lockdown, which you have to interact with to start, and you will get another max ammo. Once the lockdown is finished, you'll notice that the screen will turn white one last time, and that you'll get actually all the perks available in the map, so you'll get Perkaholic right before the boss fight. Now you just want to get ready for the boss fight, and what I will suggest is taking in the Wonderwall, taking in the Mustangs and Sallys, of course, and getting a third weapon like maybe a PPSH or something else that has high-end ammo. Once ready, go ahead and interact with the button to go ahead and start the boss fight. Now the boss fight itself is not too bad. It's a pretty amazing boss fight where you fight Samantha. And basically what you're going to do is you're going to wait for these 4 things to spawn around here, where you need to shoot these 4 things to be able to start damage phase, which is on a delay. Once you shoot all these 4 things around her, she's going to start attacking you. These attacks last at least in what seems like a couple of minutes, maybe a minute and a half, and then you'll be able to do damage. So you're basically just surviving at this point. Right there, she has an attack where she tracks you, and if you stop moving, that attack, once it fires, it will auto down you. So if you hear like an electrical thing coming after you, like right now you kind of see it on my screen, if I stop moving right here and she fires when I stop moving, it's an instant down. So just be careful with the attacks, make sure she fires it, and then you'll be free from that particular attack. She also has attacks where she spawns these molten rocks above you, and after a certain amount of time, those molten rocks will go to the ground, which does extreme amount of damage to you. I think it takes you out or maybe brings you close to being taken out, but it's easy to dodge. If you see it in the air, just stay away from them. She also has an attack where she spawns multiple dogs, and this one's not too bad, just to kill the dogs as they spawn. Another attack, she could spawn 2 blue circles around the map. It's very important if she does this that you go inside the blue circles. If you're not in the blue circles, by the time the circles go away, it's like a ticking damage, like you freeze all the way until you die. So just make sure you're in the blue circles. She's going to be doing these attacks kind of like on a rotation, fluctuating from attack to attack. But once damage is ready, you'll notice that the orb that's protecting her will be gone. You're going to hear a very loud noise. Once you hear that noise, go ahead, and what I would do is put down your Ragnaroks and start doing damage. After you do enough damage, the blue protection orb will show up again. Just keep in mind that during damage phase, she can still be attacking you, so just keep an eye out for the blue circles or any other attacks that she might throw at you. Keep in mind that these little blue frozen guys from Voyage of Despair and from BO4, if they touch you, they stun you. So just like that right there. So just be careful when you kill them. Don't kill them too close to you, and don't let them touch you, because they do a little bit of extra damage and they can slow you. Once enough time has passed by and she's thrown a bunch of attacks at you, you'll notice that the protection orb will disappear and you can actually start doing damage freely. The orb won't come back, so if, as long as you keep doing damage, you can kind of take care of her very quickly. You get like that little white screen again, like right here. I thought I killed her, but I didn't. She was still attacking. So keep firing until she's down. Once she's down, you'll hear that extended yell signifying that she's dead. And that means when you get, I guess, 3 different white cutscenes, that the Easter egg is completed and you successfully defeated Samantha. Once some time has passed, you'll get the ending cutscene. And that's it. You have successfully completed Der Riese / The Giant Remastered and completed the Samantha boss fight. GG's. If this guide has helped you out in any way, please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. It really helps out the channel. And as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, if you can hit that subscribe button, it shows about 98% of people are not subscribed at the moment. It would really help me out, and it's a little thing, a little button that you have to press, but it's a big deal for the channel. I appreciate it. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next video.